Good morning, pilgrims. It is day 9 on the Via Francesca, and we are back. We're back on the train station where we took the train yesterday, and today we have our first real alpine adventure. We're gonna start the climb all the way to the pass. It's gonna take 2 days, but today we're staying at a monastery. So we got a lot of things in store for you. This vlog series, of course, is brought to you by friends of the Via Francesca, Switzerland. Thank you guys for having me. I'm having a great time. Let's start climbing. We have been following the river down the Polish route, a route built by Polish soldiers in World War II when they were fleeing the war and they were encamped here. And after crossing over this gorgeous river, we just came across this detour. For every problem, there is always a solution. Let's follow the detour. And we are on the trail. Just as we were about to take the detour, a local came running and said, "Hey, don't worry about it. It's just a couple of potholes down the line." And he was right. So we follow the path next to the river. Just came across the workers digging up the hole. Not a big deal, but maybe that's more for the cyclists, because if you're on a bicycle here, yeah. But on foot, you just jump over, no issues at all. So, what should we talk about today? Well, since we're gonna start climbing, I think the logical thing, it would be to go over my backpack. How much weight am I carrying on this trip? Is it recommended? Should you do the same? The answer to all those questions is maybe not. As you guys already know, I'm not the typical pilgrim. I carry tons and tons of equipment that if you take it out, then I will be an ultralight backpacker, because everything else is where I make my sacrifice. So I have a 58-liter backpack. It's the Osprey Exos 58. It is way more than you need out here, but of course, at least before, I needed the extra space just in case it would start raining. I could take all my electronics and put them in there. I'd rather have the extra space and not have everything crammed. But you can go for something much lighter. The suspension on the Osprey is just incredible. It is the best that I've had, and I've been using different types of backpacks all over the years, and this is the one for me, by far. It has the air suspension, which lets the air go through a mesh, so your backpack is not sweating, not like the one I had on the AT that was right up against my back. How much weight am I carrying? Well, with all my gear, with all my filming, my big camera, the drone, the Insta360, is about 30 pounds, which is like 13 kilos or something like that. But half of it is my vlogging kit. The other half is everything else. And what do I have? Well, for this one, I only have 2 sets of clothes, 2 sets of hiking clothes. That's 2 t-shirts, 2 underwear, and 2 pairs of socks. I have an extra set just for when I'm hanging out, which is the black t-shirt that I have with the Via Francigena logo and my Nike shoes. I have a very light pair of flip-flops, as light as I possibly can get them, just so that I can take a shower and also walk around town and let my feet air out and rest. My shoes, as you guys already know, are the Ultras Olympus 6. Let's see what else. I have my hat with a face mask, which I haven't used much on this Camino because I have the sun for the most part coming from behind. I also have a pair of gloves. I have my fleece jacket. I also have the puffy jacket, super lightweight. I have my fan, which that one you don't really need to bring, but for me, it has multiple uses. I'm doing laundry with a scrubber. I have about 50 sheets of detergent. I use one per cycle, and I wash my clothes every day as I'm taking a shower, and so far it's working perfect. It's the best setup that I have. I have the clothesline for that. Let's see, toiletries. Toiletries is the simple, the essentials: toothpaste, toothbrush, the shaving. I have a little bit of gel for my hair. I have sunscreen, lip balm. What else do I have in there? I have my massage gun, not gun. I have a massage gun, but I did not bring it on this one. So I just have the ball, the massage ball, which works great at the end of the day. Oh man, it's just magical. I have a liner, which in this case, I have not used it as much because I have stayed in many private accommodations, but I have it because I'm gonna need it on the Francigena for sure, which is coming right after this. I also have a towel, a quick drying towel, which is a must. I have used that one multiple times. You know, when I take a shower, I also have a stick of soap, and I have the little plastic box. That one is a must as well. I put everything in compressions bags or also Ziploc bags just to keep everything organized and clean. You know, I'm not gonna go into the vlogging kit because, you know, for the most part that doesn't affect many of you, but I do have a bunch of cables. I have an extension cord that's about 3 meters long or 10 feet long with about 6 plugs, USB-A and USB-C, so that I can charge all my equipment at once. I have a power bank. Those are kind of like the things that you may need. What else? I have my glasses, which in this case are AI glasses. They have worked out great, better than I expected. It's like I'm walking with a computer on my face. I can ask any questions and it removes the keyboard. I also have the umbrella and the poncho. The umbrella, I use it every day, whether it's raining or it's sunny like it is right now. The poncho only when it rains. I'm a poncho kind of guy, as I mentioned before, because I need to cover all my electronics. What else? What else? What am I missing? My pants, only one pair of pants, which I haven't washed them yet, and it is day 9 and they're still good. But I need to do that. I need to address that issue. What else? What else am I missing? Hat, glasses, poncho, my shirt, my socks, my pants, my shoes, my flip-flops. I think I got everything there. I have my water bottle. That was the one thing that I was missing. And in this trip, you know that I filter my water. This one is UV light, so I can get water from anywhere and it will kill anything in here. Once I put the water in, I just tap it and the UV light turns on for about a minute or so and it kills anything in there. I also have used in the past the Catadine Be Free. That's a typical traditional filter. That one is lighter than this one. It's like a 1 liter pouch, so it has a little bit more capacity than this one. And it works great. It's lightweight, but this one, I can use it. I use it on my day-to-day life back home. So when you see it, it just looks like a regular water bottle. All right, that's it. Let's continue because my arm is so tired right now. There you go. See you guys in a little bit. quick stop at the first major town. Along the way, we visited the church. And as it turns out, I just came here to this supermarket to get a Powerade, some refreshments, and a Red Bull caught my eye. Usually Red Bulls, when I buy them abroad, they're way more expensive than they are in the US. But for some weird reason here in Switzerland, they're actually cheaper. They say like $1 or $1.50 versus like maybe $2.50 back in the States. So a little taste of home. And we'll continue on. We're doing good time. It still hasn't gotten as warm as it's supposed to get, but it's still early in the morning. All right, let's continue. As far as the climb goes, it's been steady, but nothing to write home about. We've done much worse in days past. Decided to stop really quickly here by this restaurant, a hotel, cafeteria, bar, whatever you want to call it, on the side of the road, just for a little mid-morning break. You guys already know what I'm having. And just wanted to say that as far as my backpack goes, yes, I do carry a lot of weight. If you were to take out all the vlogging kits, as I mentioned before, I'll probably be an ultra-light backpacker. The weight will probably hover around the 10 to maximum 15 pounds, which is not too bad at all. How much are you carrying?
6 kilos.
So that's about 11 pounds or so? 11.
That's about, make it 12 pounds. But I do weight much more than you weight. So I bring more kilos up the mountain than you do.
It's all relative. So there you have it. At the end of the day, it's all relative. Some people carry more than others. I have noticed that I usually lose about the same weight that I'm carrying. At least that was the case on my first Camino. It hasn't been like that ever since. The problem is not losing the weight here. The problem is keeping it off when you get back home. So I don't think I'll be losing 30 pounds on this trip, but if I manage to lose 10, I'll be a happy pilgrim. All right, let's enjoy that cappuccino. All right, guys, it is 1:30 in the afternoon, and we just had our lunch break at this campground. There it is back there. Oh my God, incredible. I went for a burger, massive, massive burger. I didn't know it was gonna be so big, and of course a beer. And now, towards the end of the day, of course, as it always happens, we have the climb of the day. We could see it up ahead. It is majestic. I mean, when you get to see the mountains and you see the valley, you see the road winding its way up, and then you see the town at the end. You can also see on the right hand side the monastery where we're gonna be spending the night today. Now, I just wish my backpack was as light as a feather, but that is not the case. I have to make my way up there carrying 30 pounds. Please don't do it. Don't do it unless you have the experience, of course. And yesterday, that last section there where I had to walk without any weight, I felt so good that sometimes it makes me wonder, why do I carry so much? But that's how it goes. If I don't carry all my equipment, you guys wouldn't watch the videos. And if you guys don't watch the videos, I can't be out here. So that is the trade-off for me. All right, let's go. Take it easy. Follow the river, follow the road. Pole, pole. And soon we'll be at the top. There you go, guys. Made it here to town at 3:30 in the afternoon. It is 23 degrees Celsius, extra windy, and the last 2 hours up here, they were steep, but they were manageable. We took a bunch of breaks along the way, and here we are. We're staying here at this monastery, Benedict Monastery, where we got ourselves our room. It was donated to us, so thank you guys for that. This reminds me a little bit, just a little bit, of the monastery of Samos on the Camino Frances, but with a different vibe. All right, let's go in, visit the church, and then do the check-in. Well, here we are, finally made it to the room with an incredible view, of course, of tomorrow's climb. That's been following us everywhere up here. When we were doing the check-in, one of the monks came by. He spoke Spanish. He talked to us We had a great time. We were there at the gift shop, and then made our way down here to where the rooms are. And this is not bad at all. Double beds with a private bathroom. I mean, and an incredible view as well. So, oh man, what a great way to end the day, to end today's climb, which it wasn't too bad. I mean, I have to be honest, at the beginning it was kind of flat following the river, then a few rolling hills, and then towards the end it got steep, but nothing to write home about, nothing compared to what we have done. And I think tomorrow might be the day, you might say. But Herman tells me that after we get over this mountain here, it should be nice. All right, I think you guys know what I have to do now. And then after, we're going to go to the shop, maybe get some supplies for tomorrow, have dinner. You know how it goes. The pilgrim routine. Simple, repetitive, but that's the point. All right. So much has happened since the last time I talked to you guys. Well, not really. Just been a chill afternoon, just facing the mountain, just facing the monster that we have to climb tomorrow. We went really quickly to get just a cafe at a bar, and then on the way back, we stopped by the supermarket. The supermarket, of course, we bought all the supplies that we need for tomorrow. The typical thing that we have been getting, which is usually a Powerade for electrolytes. A couple of fruits. I get usually like a banana and an apple just to mix it up. I got a sandwich that will be my lunch, and just one sweet. Tomorrow morning there's only one bakery that opens at 7:30, which is just a little bit later than we wanted to leave, but there's no other choice. If we don't have breakfast there, if I don't have my café con leche, then I'm probably gonna be cranky all the way to the top. I'm hoping that my clothes dry. I had to hang them from my window because those grills that they have in the bathroom that are like gas power. I think they cut the gas because it's not the winter, of course. So I had them there for a while. I put it to 5. It didn't work. So I moved it all to the window. There's a breeze. My clothesline holds on to the clothes so it's not gonna fall off. At least that's what I'm hoping for, to the other side. So yeah, that's it. We got our supplies. We just had dinner right now at an Italian place. Yes, pasta. A sneak peek of what's to come. I had the pasta carbonara with sparkling water, trying to cut down on the drinking. Only had one beer today. Tomorrow is gonna be 0 beer. Not even when I get to the pass. Oh man, it feels like tomorrow is gonna be the end of one stage. This is not like the Via Francigena, where once you get to the Grand Saint Bernard, you're done with Switzerland and you enter Italy. Here we still have, I would say, another week, you might say, down to the border with Italy. Definitely, once we make it to the top, it will be the halfway point of the entire trip. All right, guess I'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early.